What's going on, guys? My name is Marcel Flores. Welcome to my YouTube channel, One Dapper Street. In today's video, I want to talk about what influencers, whether it be on Instagram or on YouTube, do with all of their clothes once they're done and ready to let go of them out of their closet. But you don't just have to take my word for it. I'm actually gonna call upon a few friends of mine, some of your favorite YouTubers and Instagrammers, to let you guys know what they do so you don't just have to trust me. And here's Alex right now. Hey, brother. What's going on, man? I just have a quick question. I want to shoot a video about like what influencers and YouTubers do with their clothes when they're like done using them. Like whether they donate, sell, where they sell. Wanted to know if you're down to send in like a 20-second clip or something, just iPhone self-recorded. I know, I'm the worst. You down? All right. Sorry about that. That was Alex, and you're gonna see his video in just a little bit. That was perfect timing, actually. But let's get started talking about how many pieces you really need in the first place. Obviously, I shop a lot more than the average person, and even before I was a blogger, I would shop a whole lot because I just like clothes, I like fashion. It was my thing, and that's where I spent most of my discretionary income. Now I'm a YouTuber, but before then I was an influencer, and I needed more or less a new look, whether it's new pieces entirely or just a new outfit with the pieces I had in my closet on a daily basis. The first 2 years that I was blogging in New York, I posted a different outfit every day on my blog, several photos, and on Instagram. So you obviously need a lot of clothes. Now, it's 2019, and we're looking at fashion and fast fashion and sustainability in a light that's a little bit more direct, more harsh, more concrete. So I want to call out one big thing. I shop a lot, and then some of those pieces go back into the stores. That's not because I don't love them. Oftentimes it's, for example, take a pair of Club Monaco raw denim jeans that I absolutely love. That's my raw denim jean. I don't necessarily need 4 different raw denim jeans because I know I like one fit in them, I like that one wash. Why would I have several? But I want to show you guys what would be my closest equivalent if I wanted to spend less than $100 on that pair of pants, which is the price of those. I also want to show you what other brands have that you guys might be shopping at more, that have a few little different aesthetics. So I'm showing you guys more clothes than I actually need. Like, absolutely, I don't need that many clothes. But that's why oftentimes you see me still have tags on my clothes when I show you guys. That's because some of them go back, not because I don't love them, just because I want to be mindful of what I put into my closet and how much fashion I actually consume. Which brings me to the point of closet management in general. I don't want to have too many clothes in my wardrobe, which sounds weird, I know that. I think creativity is often spawned by being limited. So if you have to come up with a solution because you only have certain parameters given, it's actually a big force to create more because you have limited resources. So I try and go through my closet and go through the pieces that I haven't worn in months, no matter how much I think I might be needing them at some point in the future. And one of 3 things is happening with those pieces. 1, if it's something I've worn a lot or something that just didn't have a lot of value, like if the price tag wasn't high to begin with, I might consider donating those clothes. Donated clothes either go straight to the homeless or they go to Goodwill, where, you know, they actually help in covering a basic need, which is clothing, warmth, shelter. Obviously not that type of shelter, but it's where it's a necessity. Then there's a next level where it's not a high-end item, but it's also still got a monetary value that when you sell the clothes, the money can do more benefit than if you just donate the clothes. So for me, that is Crossroads. I sell my clothes to Crossroads, and not one particular one. I work with Crossroads. They send over a messenger, they pick up the clothes because sometimes it's a large quantity because I do have a lot of clothes. And then they distribute them across the country here in the United States to different Crossroads. So if you want to shop my closet particularly, you can try your local Crossroads if you have one and see if you find anything. But that money that I get from selling those items then goes to charity. I support several different charities that are close to my heart for different reasons, including Robin Hood, which fights poverty in New York, Rethink Food NYC, which is also a poverty-centered charity that repurposes food, leftover foods from restaurants and makes meals out of them for the needy. Then I support Joyful Heart Foundation, which is a foundation that fights against domestic violence, cancer, which, excuse the cursing, but cancer, that's because I've had cases of cancer in my family and I want to support the research there. So I donate to different charities that I feel like supporting, and I just feel bad holding on to the profits of clothes that I sold when oftentimes I get clothes for free. So that's what I do with it. On the higher level, if you have designer pieces, I don't necessarily want to see them at Crossroads, because I can once again make more money if I go to somebody like The Real Real, where you can really buy designer clothes that are in good condition, and I get a higher commission off of that, so that I have more money to do the same thing and do good. So overall, for me, I think the big takeaway is I don't sell my clothes. It's not about the profit for me, and I don't actively sell to my followers. But I do know that a lot of Instagrammers do, and for that they use a platform called Depop. Depop, you can imagine, as kind of like eBay meets secondhand shopping. You can meets Instagram, actually. You can go on that app, kind of browse through whatever you like, you can double click it, you can shop it, and it gets sent straight to you. Many people have assistants or work with Depop to help fulfill. So I used to do that. I don't do it as much anymore because I like the convenience of selling in bulk. So either these are a bunch of designer items, here's The Real Real, or here's a bunch of medium priced items, they go to Crossroads. But if you want to shop my clothes, they're gonna be either at Crossroads or at The Real Real, and for many influencers they will be on Depop. It's a social media platform, so you can go onto Depop and actually just look for usernames of people whose style you love and see if they're on there and if they're actually selling their clothes. That would be a great way if you want to cop some of your favorite influencers' pieces. Now, enough for me for the second. Let's see what some of the other guys have to say.
Yo, what's good? I'm Devan on deck. This is my plant Charles. If you never heard of me before, I'm the average body guy here on YouTube. I really have a dad bod, definitely got a belly, and I just started making videos for other guys that aren't perfect, right? So if you're bald, short, tall, skinny, big, whatever the case may be, I got videos for you. But anyway, when it's time to get rid of my clothing, if it's really, really special, especially sneakers, I give them away on my Instagram. If it's like just good stuff that's in season, I take them over to Buffalo Exchange in LA. So if you're here in the area, you'll find a lot of my clothing over at the Hollywood location. And if it's just out of season and old, then I just donate it to Goodwill. And there you go. See y'all soon.
Well, boys, you couldn't have come in at a better time. If you guys don't know who I am, my name's José Zuniga. I run a channel called Teaching Men's Fashion, and well, I get a lot of clothes. This is just one of two of my closets, and a lot of this clothes gets sent to me on top of I have a clothing passion, so that means I buy a lot of clothes. But through the years, some of it starts to outgrow, some of it I just don't like for my personal style, so I tend to get rid of it. Now, my personal choice to get rid of it, I actually just did pretty much a spring cleaning session of this closet. I got 5 big bags of most of this clothes I haven't used in I don't know how long. And pretty much what I like to do is I just end up donating it to my local Goodwill. And somebody's gonna have a hell of a Christmas this year because most of this clothes is new.
Hey guys, my name is Moti Ankari, and what I do with my clothing after, I get a lot of clothing, and I'm very fortunate for it and very grateful. And usually they fall into 3 different categories. The first category is I usually give it to my twin brother, my uncle, family members, cousins. The second category is usually a donation pile for a Salvation Army type organization. And then there's the third category, which is The Real Real. Some of the designer pieces that I pay for, or sometimes I get gifted and I don't wear it anymore, I kind of settle on The Real Real, which is completely an amazing and reliable source, which I love. And that's pretty much it with what I do with my stuff.
What's up, you guys? It's Justin Livingston, Justin Live on Instagram. I probably return about 1/3 of the things that I get throughout the week. I don't have a lot of closet space, and I already have way too much stuff. So I try to return at least 1/3 of the stuff, but at the end of every season, I usually go through my closets and figure out what I'm not gonna wear again, and I let my friends come over and pick and choose some stuff, and then whatever's left over, I usually donate to one of the homeless shelters in my area. Especially during winter, I get a lot of coats and winter accessories and boots and stuff and things that I'm probably not gonna wear more than once. So usually I'll donate bundles of that to the shelters as well, because they're always in need of warm stuff during winter.
What's up, guys? My name is Alex Costa. I have a YouTube channel about men's lifestyle that includes men's fashion, style, grooming, hairstyle, travel, fitness, and much more. And I do get a lot of clothes because of my job. And what I do is I usually donate a lot of them. Like every 2 to 3 months, I donate bags of clothes here in the US. But I also send boxes back to Brazil, to where I'm from, to my city. There's a lot of poor people there that need it, so I do that a lot. I send it to my mom sends it out as well, so I think that's pretty good. And then for more expensive pieces, you know, like leather jackets, expensive designer things, I usually sell them on Poshmark, and it's just this very easy website that I sell things on. My brother helps me out. I give him half of whatever we make, and we usually sell it for like a fraction of the price, so it's a good deal for everyone.
And there you have it, firsthand from a few of your favorite influencers, what happens with those clothes and how you possibly can get your hands on them. So if you feel like I didn't mention one of the guys or girls that you want to reach out to, maybe shoot them a DM and ask specifically, do you sell on Depop? Do you sell to any specific secondhand stores? So then it's a quick response and not, hey, I want to buy this piece from you. That's always a little bit of a specific question that might not trigger a response. I want to end this video on another quick note of sustainability. I, yes, shop and promote a lot of fast fashion, but I try and mix it up. Fast fashion is the most affordable choice and the most stylish choice in many cases, which is why it's very popular, which is why I want to talk about it and help navigate that. But at the same time, I try and show you guys the pieces that are higher quality, that are more versatile, that you can get a lot of use out of, and hopefully you guys know now as well what to do with your clothes, should you be done using them. And of course, if we're getting into this habit of secondhand, of shopping from each other and wearing the pieces that other people already wore, then we're also cutting back on buying new pieces and can maybe start working in a more sustainable manner in the future. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed today's video, and I will see you very soon with the next one. Until then, as always, stay dapper, guys. Bye.
Hi, Marcel. So what I do with the clothing that I don't use. Well, first, I'm a hoarder, so I like to keep everything for as much as I can. But, you know, first, family first. I give whatever I can to my friends and my family, and then I sell some of the pieces. And I actually don't donate anything. I'm a greedy bitch. I try to sell as much as I can so I can buy new clothing. And I recycle, let's put it like that. I recycle my clothing. Like, I sell some, buy new ones. I gift some. I do giveaways for my followers. And yeah, that's pretty much it. And then, you know, when you come to my place and you are always in love with my pieces, you know, I give them to you. So you can put that on your new little video.